Now, I'm told by my technical advisors that you may have heard some extra audio as we went to that music clip. That's for free. We've thrown that in for free. So you maybe go, what was going on? We're actually giving you a little extra something. So I hope you enjoyed the audio of a little bit of background talk. We won't charge extra for that. Anyway, for this panel section, I've got Pastor Nick Cross, and he's going to chat to us a little bit about a really cool project coming up, the World Changes Bible Project. This directly relates to us being disciples as Adventist young people in 2012. So really excited. Now, Nick, you are an Australian, you live in Australia, so something you don't get are these beautiful bad boys. Whittaker's chocolate, Cadbury's is good, we all love Cadbury's, but in New Zealand we also get to enjoy Whittaker's. What would you like to sample that's new, that's hokey pokey, and berry and biscuit?
Well, I love hokey pokey ice cream, so I've got to go with that.
Oh, it is a good little pick, and if you come see me later, I'll also hook you up with a berry and biscuit, but put that little bad boy away. Some of the other panel members have their eye on that. But can you tell us about the World Changes Bible Project? Where was it birthed?
It was birthed as we travelled through the islands and realised that a lot of our young people don't have a Bible. So, you know, how can you get to know Jesus without the Word? So our passion grew to offer every young person in our whole South Pacific with a Bible. We want every one of them to have a Bible.
Wow. Now, Nick works at the South Pacific Youth Department, so that looks after the entire South Pacific. So when you're looking at giving Bibles to young people, what's the spread? Give us the spread of where that will actually...
Okay, so everyone between the age of 15 to 35, we want them to have the basic tools for sharing their faith. And that covers from Tahiti right through to Perth in Western Australia, from Invercargill in the South New Zealand conference right through to Kiribati, or Kiribati, way up near the equator.
Will that be something that North Island young people can tap into?
Absolutely. We are so passionate that every young person gets a chance to be a part of this.
Tell us about the Bible. Is it just a normal standard KJV Bible? What have we got?
It's a New King James Bible, which we got very cheap. It's a $10 Bible that we got a lot better than that. It has words of Jesus in red, it has coloured maps in the back, but it also has 13 pages of our own material in the front on how to share your faith. Very cool.
A young person can use this Bible not just to send somebody else to the pastor for a Bible study, but they can actually do the Bible study with their friends.
Many of our young people are not given the opportunity to share their faith by the local churches. And so what we want to see is our young people actually being game enough to share their faith with their friends. And we believe that they are ready. In fact, there's over 20,000 already registered and paid in Papua New Guinea alone.
Oh, how awesome is that?
So it's happening.
So North Island young people, this will be kicked off next year, so watch out for it. Nick, a couple of questions before we go. We've got a cool little clip that just gives you the heart of this project, and it's only a quick couple of minutes clip. But Nick, before we go to that clip, fundraising, what have you been doing? How are we going?
We've raised just over $660,000. I did the post on Facebook last night.
Wow. Okay.
Well over $500,000.
Now, North Island young people, you may remember that our last basketball rally for the youth rally for the basketball weekend, the offering went to that. And tomorrow, the youth rally at Papatoe Church for the soccer tournament on Sunday, we're also going to, the offering is going to completely go to that. So if you're coming to the rally tomorrow, please bring some money. It's amazing. It directly, every cent, puts a Bible in the hands of a young person from across our division. Nick, thank you so much for what you're doing. I think it's one of the most exciting projects I've heard about in ages, and it's good for us. But we're going to go to the clip and see some beautiful images and the heart of this thing in words that are so much better than I can say. So let's see that now.
The South Pacific is a beautiful part of the world, with tropical beaches, lush rainforest, and diverse wildlife. It's a beautiful place to visit. But what is life like for the millions of people who call this place home? Over 70% live in village or rural areas. Most make their living from agriculture. In the Solomon Islands, the average income is $910 a year. That's only $17.50 a week. In Papua New Guinea, 1/3 of the population lives on less than $1.50 a day. Now, unlike some countries, most of these people have enough food to eat, but they have little money outside of taking care of their basic needs. In Vanuatu, 83% of people identify themselves as Christians. In Papua New Guinea, 96%. In the Solomon Islands, 97%. And in Samoa, 98%. That's most of the population attending church week after week after week, listening to sermons week after week after week, singing songs in church week after week after week, praying, fellowshipping and listening to others read from the Bible. But
I usually see young people coming to church without Bible. Only few of them have Bibles.
Most of the Pacific Islanders, like the Solomon Islands, it's very hard for them to get a Bible or even to read a Bible.
why? Well, a Bible in Papua New Guinea costs about 75 kina. That's about 1 week's wage for the average worker. That's like a Bible in Australia costing over $500.
It's a big problem for our young people today. Most of our young people, they don't have the access to a Bible. They can't even afford to buy one.
Our youth are a major part of the church in South Pacific. But how can they build their faith or share it with others when they don't even have a Bible to read? And what can you do to help? In past camp mission offerings, you've generously supported projects such as the Mission Plane, the Adopt a Clinic program, and Fulton College. Now is your chance to support a new project initiative. We need your help to bring Bibles to young people across the South Pacific. These specially developed Bibles will include a discipleship plan and set of Adventist study guides. The cost? Only $5 a Bible. Just $5. That's a magazine, a milkshake, 20 text messages, a block of chocolate, a pair of socks, or the power of one young person with a Bible. Or how about $20? That's a book, a DVD, a takeaway meal, or 4 young people with their own Bibles sharing their faith with others. How about $30, $40, $50, $75? It doesn't take much to change the world. So, how many can you do? Visit worldchanger.me to find out more and start making a difference today.
Hey, welcome back. It has been an exciting little break. I hope you enjoyed that clip. That is just something cool going on. It's time for another giveaway. This has been a very popular little section. I'm giving away the Ultimate Adventist Pack. This one's quite exciting. I have a Heritage Singers DVD. There is nothing more Seventh-day Adventist than these guys. This is a 30-year reunion DVD, so it's got some old stuff. I mean, you can pull this out with your grandma, she's going to love it. You can pull it out with your parents and they'll start talking about their young days. And there'll be something in there for you today, some great sounds. So, Heritage Singers DVD, another of these beautiful little NLT Bibles, which you can cart around with you, and a beautiful little cross with a psalm on it. This is the Ultimate Adventist Pack. This is what a young person needs to be armed with today. I want to give this away. So the way that we're going to do that, in fact, I am going to throw in each of the little chocolates as well. Apparently the chocolates are proving quite popular. So I'm going to throw in the chocolates and the Adventist little pack. What I need is the next person who will comment about how they show love to somebody today in the name of Christ. So how do you actually do it? How do you deliberately show love to somebody in your life today? First person who does that will get the ultimate little giveaway, including the chocolates. We've had some awesome results there for viewers. We also have had somebody from Vanuatu is actually watching. That is awesome. Welcome, Vanuatu. Still no word from Brazil, though. I also have some people who have complained about the connection. If your broadband is slow, you're probably not watching this in all of the wonderful little clarity that it could be. So we apologise. we'll phone up Vodafone or Telecom or Telstra, whoever you're on, and we'll complain for you. So we'll do that for you. That's what we do here. Last thing before I cut to day 7 is we want your questions. The next panel section in 4 minutes' time will be questions that you post right now. So the first person to post what they actually do to love others gets the prize pack. But if you miss that out, post a question and I'll put it to the panel next. See you in 4 minutes' time.
Lord, I wish I could praise you with adequate words, but you leave me speechless. And I so long to sing you the song you deserve, but it would be endless. I long to move your heart, I bring you something new, I tell how great you are, till my praise to you is like an ocean breeze blowing on your face, like a summer sun with its warm embrace, like a gentle rain plays a symphony. That's what I want my praise to be, like a fragrant rose in the early spring, like an eagle soars when it spreads its wings. Whatever, Lord, you may need from me, that's what I want my praise to be to you. Everything I could give you already possess. Lord, I'm so unworthy, yeah. I'm just one of the millions to stand and confess, and yet still you hear me. Your heart is open wide, you long for what I bring. I pray somehow you'll find this simple offering is like an ocean breeze blowing on your face, like a summer sun with its warm embrace, like a gentle rain plays a symphony. That's what I want my praise to be, like a fragrant rose in the early spring, like an eagle soars when it spreads its wings. Whatever, Lord, you may need from me, that's what I want my praise to be to you. Lord, I want my praise to be like the breeze, the sun, the spring. Lord, I want my praise to be like the eagle spreads its wings. Like an ocean breeze blowing on your face, like a summer sun with its warm embrace, like a gentle rain plays a symphony. That's what I want my praise to be, like a fragrant rose in the early spring, like an eagle soars when it spreads its wings. Whatever, Lord, you may need from me, that's what I want my praise to be, like an ocean breeze blowing on your face, like a summer sun with its warm embrace, like a gentle rain plays a symphony. That's what I want my praise to be, like a fragrant rose just like in the early spring, like an eagle soars when it spreads its wings. Whatever, Lord, you may need from me, that's what I want my praise to be to you. Lord, I want my praise to be like the breeze, the sun, the spring. Lord, I want my praise to be like the eagle spreads its wings.
Day 7. If you want to book them in, send me an email, and if you're overseas, we'll work out how we can get them over to you. But that, again, is just some of the amazing people around our conference. who love to sing out and use their talents for God's glory. Love the answers that have come through for our little bonus prize pack. The question was, how do you actually show Christ's love to others? We've had some really cool answers. I'm just referring to my little side screen here. Leah said that she just loves them for their imperfections. That's huge. That's definitely the heart of Christ. Carl from Wellington said, I made a chickpea curry for my flatmates. I assume it was a good curry, and that was showing love. Rosie is on fire tonight. She said she paid for their groceries. There are some lucky people out there seeing Christ in action. And we've had Arpi, he's mentioned that he paid for his young people to go to the youth congress. That is Christ in action. But the winning one, I did ask for the first person to post their comment, and that was Sonia, and she said that she smiles. Here's the thing, you can't fake a smile. If you've got joy deep down, that'll come out. Sonia, you get the prize pack, including the chocolates. Well done. I've got my panel. I'm going to ask them some real-life scenarios of Jesus in action. Here it goes. Scenario number 1. You have just got an F on your report grade at school. It's got to go home. By the time it gets home, does it turn into a B, or does it proudly get shown to your parents as an F, or does it get put to the bottom of your bag, never to reappear again? Diane.
I'd be a bit ashamed. I'd probably hide it for a while, but I'd probably end up showing it.
Wow, it would eventually get to parents. Okay, Lee.
Bottom of my bag.
Bottom of your bag. Yes. Okay, awesome. Let me try this one. This one is bigger. I'm going to flip it, and in fact, you have just aced in a test, whether it's at uni or school, and you have got the top grade, and all your friends come to you and go, you are such a nerd. Do you A, totally own it, and you're like, yeah, I am a nerd, and you now work even harder to always get the top grade, or B, there is no way you will ever be a nerd, and so what you do is you just actually stop studying because there's no way you want to wear it. I'll start with Nick and we'll head down. Do you own it, or do you just work hard not to be a nerd?
Being the first time I'd have ever gotten an A, it would be, hey guys, I got an A! Call me a nerd, I don't care.
Awesome, so that's owning it.
Own it.
Oh, owning it.
Own it.
Oh, what is this, Richard?
Definitely own it. Yes.
Ricky?
Oh, you got to own that.
Diane?
Same, own it.
Oh, nerd is the new cool. How is that? Do you agree? Post your comments. Do you agree nerd is the new cool? Last question for this section. It's a big one. This is a real life scenario, so I'm not just making this stuff up. Your friends come to you and they've got into a little bit of a bad habit. They have begun sniffing glue. Now, this is actually based on a real life scenario. So your friends come to you. Now, Mitre 10 has seen them and have locked them out. They can no longer buy glue from Mitre 10. So they come to you and they're like, can you please go and buy us glue this afternoon? Do you A, go, yeah, sure, just let me know anytime you want me to go and get you glue? B, do you say, I'll do it this once, but there's no way I'll do it more than once? Or C, you look them in the eye and you're like, I am taking you to rehab. I'm putting you into rehab. You are messed up asking me to buy you glue. What do you do? I'm going to start with Diane and quickly work our way around.
I'd rehab that.
Rehab them? All right, Ricky.
No, I'll tell them to bugger off, yeah? Honestly, I would.
I don't know if we have a little bleep button, but that's, yeah, okay, good. Richard?
I'd really want to say C and tell them no, but more than likely I would do B and go and buy it for them eventually.
All right, okay, an honest answer. Leah?
I think it would be really hard, but after weighing up the pros and cons, I think C. Definitely.
Whoa, bold. These are your friends. Lee?
Yeah, I think I'd awkwardly, but yeah, like Leah said, eventually just say no. Couldn't go through with it. Yeah.
Okay, Nick.
Yeah, I would have to say that, you know, I mean, kids wouldn't come to me if they wanted to buy sniffing glue, but if they did come to me, I'd say, guys, hey, there's got to be 100 things we can do other than sniff glue. Let's go for a surf. Right. So I'd kind of give them a positive option.
So, well, there we go. I'm going to say, though, it is incredibly hard. This was a real-life scenario that happened to one of my closest friends, not to me. It's not like it happened to my friend. And they actually went out and bought the glue because they just couldn't face the rejection from their friends. So it's a hard one. It's a hard one. But the challenge is, what sort of friend are we to them? And so often we seem to be really scared of what sort of friend they are to us, but what sort of friend are we to them? What does friendship look like in 2012 as an Adventist young person? Have your say. What do you think? Would you buy the glue, or would you be willing to look your friends in the face and go, you're going to rehab. I'm putting you into rehab myself. What would you do? All right, right now we're going to sit back and relax. We're going to hear from a young person actually sharing their testimony, their journey with Christ. Steve Carter, fantastic young man. Let's hear what he has to say.
My name is Steve Carter, I'm 18 years old, and my story is about me and my relationship with God and it growing continually. I've been in church my whole life. My parents went to church and I just believed in God and went to church because they did. And it became a routine to go to church and I didn't really think about it much. I just went because they did. I started getting older and thinking about the reason I was going to church. And what's in it for me, and do I really believe in a God? Music's been a big part of my life for the last 8-10 years. I learnt guitar. I've learnt guitar for about 8 years, just up recently when I moved up here. When I started thinking about Christianity and God and everything, and started reading the Bible more, I had all these ideas in my head and I couldn't order them, so I just started writing music and writing songs. So I put everything on the page so I could just look at it and go over it. But I always got the start of the songs, maybe a first verse and a chorus, but then I could never finish the songs. And the first part of the song is always, my struggle with Christianity, struggle with temptation, struggle with all those things in life. And I always wondered why I could never get to the next part of the song. And I started to think that maybe it's because I haven't got there yet. I haven't got there in my life. That part of my song is still coming. It's my relationship with God is still developing and growing. It's not going to stop. It's going to be a continuous thing, and when I eventually get there, I'll be able to finish the song and make it complete. Last year at the 2011 teen camp I was helping out, and we're doing a service project with some of the kids, and I was with this group of girls and they went to the hospital to give some get well cards to the patients. And one girl walked into the room and there was an elderly man there. And she said hello and he said, "Oh, hello, what are you here for?" And the girl replied straight away without hesitation, "Oh, I'm here to represent God." And that was a big challenge for me, because I thought, could I go into the room as her and say, I'm here to represent God? Do I have enough courage to say that about God? A big moment for me was I was feeling really, really down one night, and me and some friends are going for a drive to go swimming, and I was just driving the car, and I was feeling really down, and mate knew I was feeling down, so we got to where we were swimming, got out of the car, and he said, "Come on man, let's go for a walk, let's talk about it, sort it out." So I went for a walk and talked to him for about 3 hours, and at the end of it all, I told him everything, and at the end he said, "You let me pray for you?" I said, "Yes, please," and he prayed for me, and that really meant a lot to me, having someone there to pray for you and someone there to connect with you spiritually. It brought me closer to God in a really big way. My name is Steve, and I am forever growing in Christ.
Steve, thanks for sharing your journey. Each of us have a journey with Christ. What has yours been like? If you can put it in a couple of sentences and post it, we'd love to read it. Most of you have posted that you would send your friends to rehab. That is huge. It is definitely for their best. But, if you do ever get the chance to send your friends to rehab, do it with love. Do it with love. That's the Christ way, definitely the way for 2012. On the couch for this panel section, I have the boys. So Richard, Ricky, and Nick. And I'm going to pose to them some big boy questions. In fact, I feel pretty bold asking them these, but they are man-sized questions. And we need men to answer them, because God also needs strong men in 2012. So we're going to hear, and we need your comments. Question number 1 from the boys. 2 words that describe what God wants from you. And I'm going to start down with Richard.
Okay. My life.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. Nick?
My energy and my time.
Hey, Ricky?
My booty.
Okay, if you could explain that. I just see that right now some people are starting to phone their pastor and phone Eddie Tupai, our confidence president. So if you could just explain that.
Okay, it's not what you think, really. Another term for booty is you are owned by someone. So I'm definitely owned by God, so that's why I use that word. Don't get offended. If you do get offended, my bad, sorry.
No, that's what it's about. It's an honest answer, and I love it. Thanks, Ricky. Okay, 2 quick opinion rounds. An Adventist young person should play basketball, volleyball, touch, or soccer.
Volleyball.
Touch.
Touch rugby.
2 votes for touch. Excellent. And hey, if you've ever been to one of our touch tournaments, you know how good our young people are at touch rugby. Love it. Okay, second one. An Adventist young person should spend more time praying, reading the Bible, or going to church. What do you reckon? We'll start down with Richard.
I'd say reading the Bible.
Ooh, I like it. Nick?
That's a tough one. I would go with prayer.
I'd say going to church because you can access all of those things from there. So, you know, location.
It's a good answer. All right, here is the biggest of the man-sized questions. Gentlemen, how do you actually show love to somebody who ticks you off? We're men, we get angry. People tick us off. We don't want to give them a hug. So what do you actually do to show love to somebody who ticks you off? I'm going to start in the middle with Nick, and then we'll head over to Richard and come back.
I've had that situation, and I've had to pray for people that really got on my nerves. Yeah, and it's lasted sometimes for years. Yeah, so prayer is the only thing that changes me. Doesn't change them necessarily, but changes me.
Oh, huge. Thanks, Nick. Richard?
For me, yeah, it's something that I struggle with a lot, and I'm sure as guys we struggle with this heaps. So for me, it's not what you do, but it's what you don't do in a situation that you put in. And that's showing them love by not whacking them across the face.
Aye. Ricky?
Okay, you know, it's a 4-letter word. The second letter is O, third is V, last letter is E.
Dove.
No, it's a move. Definitely have to move, because if you're in a hostile place, your emotions are gonna kick in, and you're gonna start, you know, acting quite hostile. So you got to move out of there, and just let things die down until you've properly thought it through. Then you can go back and take action when you're clear.
Can you see why I asked these 3 to be on the panel? Big answers to a very big man question. I want to hear from you though. What do you do when somebody ticks you off? This is the man giveaway. And what I've got is men, we just aren't that big with reading, and that's okay. God gets that, and he still wants to get us the good stuff. So I've got 2 ultimate man Christian DVDs, Facing the Giants, Courageous, and Christian dog tags. Am I holding it the right way? So if you are of the male persuasion and I'm going to go the 14th male who posts a comment on how they actually show love to somebody who ticks them off will take away the male prize pack. Catch you after this little musical interlude.
Sanctify my heart, and make it ready for you, Jesus. Lord, I want to be a servant of the one who makes my dreams come true. You make my dreams come true. Lord, I'm ready to do what you say. Do what you say. You are the potter. I am the clay. I am waiting. I am listening. Your purpose to fulfill. Won't you take my heart and make it yours? And do it as you will. Sanctify my heart. Sanctify my heart. And make it ready for you. And make it ready for you. be a servant of the one who makes my dreams come true. You make my dreams come true.
Sanctify my heart.
Sanctify my
and make it ready for you.
And make it ready
Jesus.
for you. Lord, I wanna be a servant of the one who makes my dreams come true. You make my dreams come true.
Jesus, guide me the way I should go.
How I should go.
Secure and confident. And what I should know.
How I should know. I am longing. I am listening. Yes, this is how I feel. So unlock the mystery, my Lord, to all that you reveal.
Sanctify my heart.
Sanctify my
and make it ready for you.
Make it ready for you. Lord, I wanna be a servant of the one who makes my dreams.
You're making my dreams,
you make my dreams come true.
Lord, you set me apart. Set me apart
just for your
purposes,
and
how I can serve,
how
I can give, though I'm unworthy. You gave to me a reason to love, a reason to live. Sanctify my heart and make it ready for you.
And make it ready
Jesus.
for you. Lord, I wanna be a servant of the one who makes my dreams come true. You make my dreams come true. Lord, I wanna be a servant of the one who makes my dreams come true. You make my dreams come true.
Welcome back, welcome back. The winner of our Man prize pack is Carl Brown. The way that he shows people, well, the way that he loves people who tick him off is to not punch them in the face. That is one of the most genuine man answers of the night. So Carl, we're going to send these babies out to you, the Courageous, the Facing the Giants DVDs and the Christian Dog Tag. So well done, well done. And I know all the people that have not been punched in the face, thank you as well. So thank you for channeling Christ in that circumstance. We're now going to head to a bonus little testimony. Aroha Fraser is sharing from her experience, and this is just, again, an incredible little testimony of walking with Christ. And so we're going to flick over to Aroha now and just hear from her and the way that Christ has impacted her. So check this out.